Yes, we move. Now, the 3rd of August 1996 was a memorable night that Nigerians and lovers of African football would never forget. That night, the Nigerian national team, dubbed the Dream Team, defied all odds to win the first soccer gold for Africa at the Atlanta 1996 Olympics. As today marks the 25th anniversary of that triumph, Nigerians relive the memory of that night when the country conquered the world. Let's share some of the reactions with you.
1996, I was in my father's house in Mushi, and then it was all about excitement. We defy everything. We were one Nigeria. That this is Nigeria at its best. Since then, there's been nothing. Apart from the sporting edge it gives us at the international level, it's a form of unity for us. It kind of binds us together. We are one. At that point, nobody is talking, I'm Yoruba, I am Hausa, I am Igbo. So that the strength of unity is also expressed through sports, through that gold. It makes us to be one. Kanu was seen as a brother. I jump on my Hausa brothers. My Igbo brothers jump on me. So at that point, it's a unified system that we had.
It was a good feeling. Everybody loves to win. It's a natural feeling. I was happy. He heralded our greatness in sports and in the people. I mean, sports is war by other means. So definitely it shows that the most populous black nation on earth is a productive and viable one.
I watched this and it's very fantastic. It's a game I can never forget in my life. See, this moment, if I keep remembering the game and the day, I feel for Nigeria, maybe they can still have some good team that will still play as those teams. They can, that very time, those can, they athletically play the ball, their mind and their focus is determination. Since then, I don't think all these are footballers, they are not even putting more effort like their old ones, like Rashidi Yekini, Amunuke. All those are big brothers that play football. Those are the days that I would love to be watching Nigerians game.
1996 Olympic experience is a memorable experience that Nigerians will never forget. Because don't forget at the 96 Olympics we won, Choma Ajunwa won Nigeria its first gold medal. And then the Nigerian under-23 team, known as the Dream Team, won the football gold medal. It was quite memorable in the sense that the timing of the games, despite it was at night, Nigerians followed the matches. But don't forget, what made it more possible was because the bulk of the team was the bulk of the players that were playing in the national team. So it was like Nigeria was parading the Super Eagles. But because majority of them, the likes of Garba Lawan and all the others, yes, there were those extra overage players, but the bulk of the team was still the Super Eagles. So Nigerians keenly followed the team because don't forget the team had won the Nations Cup 2 years before. 80% of that team had won the Nations Cup in 1994. So coming to 1996, Nigerians had confidence in that team and still believed in that team. So definitely the team did not disappoint. And what made it most memorable was for Nigeria to have defeated a country like Brazil and Argentina. Nigeria losing to Brazil by 3-1 and equalized and scored the golden goal. It made it memorable. And then the finals against Argentina. These are two countries that Nigeria always had it very, very tough to overcome in major competitions. So all these were factors that really made it memorable for Nigerians.
The country was so happy. We celebrated very well. From the quarter-final, semi-final and the final. Most especially the game in semi-final to final against Nigeria and Brazil. 3-0, 3-1 down, and we ended it 4-3. It was a very good day in this country. We celebrated all over 24 hours of the day. And the final against Argentina that we won. The match was played late in the night, but despite that, almost 75% of Nigerians watched the match at the night, and we jubilate in almost the daybreak here in Kano. I don't know any other part of the country, but here in Kano, the celebration was over night and morning.
And my memory on Atlanta 96, by that time we were in the kid, and I knew a lot. By that very time, The celebration was very huge, very crowded. It's different between the other time, 1996, and this 2021, 2020 to 2021 Olympic is very different because that very time everybody was very happy. Nigeria won at the gold medal.
Before, you see that we sit down and watch football, you on your TV 247 watching them. But now we don't normally do that.
Yes, I could remember then I was still in the police, and seeing one of us winning an Olympic gold was very, very good for us. We were all happy. Although it was the first individual gold, we later went to win another gold, that is football. So Nigerians were happy.
I was in Lagos then. We were so happy. Happy that Nigeria at long last won the first gold medal. Though one was expecting that it would have come before that time. Nevertheless, we were very happy. I was so excited. I was so happy that, yes, we could now register our name in the global records of people, of countries which had won the Olympic gold medal. Moving forward from 1996 down till now, we have not gotten another gold medal. Is quite disheartening to.
Well, it was quite commendable. These are social policies that triggered success, and that is why you could have that celebrated. Sports commitment brings gold, and gold is a celebrity of joy and brings happiness to the people. So we want more and more of this to happen.
All right, Musbah Razak is joining us. Musbah, 1996, Atlanta 96 is just like yesterday. That's 25 years. Imagine a 25-year child. Now, in that squad, we have Joseph Dosu. If you remember that goalkeeper?
Of course.
Joseph Dosu, Mobile Oparaku, Celeste Babayaro, Uche Okechukwu, Abiodun Obafemi, Tijani Babangida, Justin JJ Okocha, Kanu Wanko, Daniel Amokachi, Taribo West, Sunday Olise, Victor Ekpeba, Emmanuel Amunike, Emmanuel Babayaro, Teslim Fatusi, Wilson Ruma, and Gaba Lawa. At least that's the list we have for now. And when you remember that Atlanta 96 squad, what comes to your mind?
Well, good evening, viewers. That was our golden era in football. Those boys that went for Atlanta 96 were already playing for the national team, although they were young. So that was our golden era, and we were confident that they will win something. Not many believe that they will win gold, but we were confident that they will win something. You look at the qualifying matches they played. There was a time they play Kenya in Lagos, and Kenya play a 1-1 draw. And we went to Nairobi and beat them. The toughest match was against Egypt here in Lagos. We played 3-2 and went to Cairo and played 1-1 draw. And that was that goal, that qualifier for that Atlanta soccer event was scored by Victor Ekpeba. So we knew that we have a team. We had a team. And thank God we had the right coach then, Bonfrejo. So it was just, as we have it, we pray for it, and God.
Bonfrejo used to assist Clemens Westhouse.
Yes. But he was the coach for the
Atlanta
96. And that was where the alias Dream Team came about. We nicknamed them Dream Team after the US Olympic team, basketball team that was named Dream Team. So we named our own football team the Dream Team. So, and
Jide, I remember that
1992 US Olympic basketball team
in Barcelona.
And that was the first time that professionals were allowed to play in the basketball event of the Olympics. So they had their best players, Larry Bird, and the best of the best America had.
I think Michael Jordan was among.
Michael Jordan, all of them.
Even our own Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yes, Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem, I think, came with the second set of Dream Team. So even no one thought that anyone could be the American team. So that was why they were nicknamed
The dream team.
Dream team. Because the best players that ever played in any position in basketball, they were in that team. Best point guard, best forward, best power forward, best center, you know, in that US team.
Okay, Jide, let's go back to this Atlanta 1996 team. Now, the Atlanta team, I remember we played Brazil at the first half.
In the semi-final.
No.
We played them at the group stage.
Okay.
We played Brazil. We were grouped with Brazil, and this same team we had the
great Ronaldo,
and all the guys that later became
Ronaldo scored against us,
the Brazilian national team in future. And the way the more they moved, the more they gathered momentum, and our team was looking better and better till that semi-final. Yes. The one I call final before final.
That's semi-final. When you talk about this Olympic team, it is that semi-final that people remember. Because the joy of winning that semi-final was not matched by the joy of winning the final. We were down 3-1.
With 12 minutes to go.
In fact, they considered an own goal, and then became 3-1. Then we got quick goals, equalized. Then in extra time,
scored the golden goal.
Scored the golden goal. There are things that help Nigeria to win great football competitions, innovations that
was the
FIFA
last.
never went back to. There was the kicking that enabled us to beat Ghana in the Under-17 World Cup final,
in that night,
where Wilson Oruma scored that header. They never went back to it as an innovation. They just let the kicking die, because the argument of people then was that it's not a game that should be played with the hand. So why are people throwing the ball? So let them put it on the ground. Then when ball goes out, they put it on the ground and kicking. We use that to score. But you could have argued that if you are saying the people should not touch it, then that means goalkeepers too should not touch the ball. You know? But that went. Once we beat Brazil, because we never thought we could come back. Brazil has a history of shaming Nigeria in football tournaments. And the most painful of them all was the 1987 Under-20 team.
In Chile.
The Etimesin team. You know?
Thompson
the large Babalola team.
Thompson Olea
and the late Okon. John Ene Okon.
John Ene Okon, late Thompson Olea too.
So we had terrible history with Brazil. Remember even the 1988 Olympics. They also shamed us there. Remember Romario? You know?
4-0.
Yes, they shamed us. So this one, when it was 3-1, we already gave up. Suddenly, Kanu and the rest of them showed their magic. And this team...
Kanu scored that equalizer.
When that equalizer came, we had...
And don't forget that Kanu was diagnosed of this thing. I think before that Olympic, he had this running battle of...
I think it was
heart
after.
problems. Was it after?
That
That
one was fairly recent.
Okay.
You know? So, once we got that equalizer, hope was restored. Even J.J. Okocha, who was making misplaced passes and people were angry with him, his game improved. And we were able to beat these guys. And we asserted ourselves as a great footballing nation. That, in my view, is the greatest football achievement by Nigeria. Because there's no bigger stage where we excel than that. So by the time this final came, people were already expecting Nigeria to beat Argentina. I'm telling, if it was the era of VAR, this goal would not have stood. You may say, okay, it was a nominal offside, but it looked very much like offside. If VAR was there at that time, this goal would not have stood.
Okay, I have joining us a member of the Atlanta 1996 Dream Team, Abiodun Obafemi, joins us for more discussion on this. Thank you for staying with us, Abiodun.
Thank you for having me.
25 years ago, Tell us about this team and the day you won that gold medal during the Olympics. What was in your mind?
It was a great day, I must confess. The most important day in my life as a footballer. Before we left Nigeria, I must confess, the turning point was the friendly game we had against Togo. We struggled to play the draw with them at the National Stadium. And I remember, how the Lagos fans behaved. They held us hostage in our room, in our dressing room at the National Stadium. So when we were going, everybody has lost hope on us. Nobody expected us to do anything, and that is why I say it's a turning point. People believe the team that struggled against Togo was just going to Atlanta for Jamboree. So the pressure was totally not on us. So we did our preparation with focus, determination, and self-belief that we can do it. And I must confess that I must confess that yes, in every win, you need that atom of luck. The luck was in our favor, but sincerely speaking, I think the better side won the Olympics.
Which one would you describe as the toughest match you played? I saw you play as the libero for Nigeria against Egypt in the qualifiers. Which one would you personally describe as your best or the toughest match?
Thank you for reminding me about that particular match. I must confess, that match against Egypt in Cairo was my toughest. And unarguably, our toughest match. Yes.
But the toughest throughout.
And Jide was talking about the role you played as a libero.
Yes, I have been playing the position alongside my friend and the teammate Taribo West, right from the under 20 level. So we've been together. We understand ourselves very well. Though both of us played in France, I was in Toulouse, in France. He was in Auxerre. Auxerre. So we understood ourselves very well because we've been together for 3-4 years.
What did Bonfrey tell you at halftime against Brazil?
Abiodun, are you there? Jide asked you what the coach, Bonfrey Joe, told you guys
at halftime against Brazil.
When you are losing 3-1.
Oh. Okay. While we try to get his connection back, but as at that time, because this halftime is talk about, but then they came back.
Whether he had hopes that we would turn that match around.
I know. It was all place for us. Of course, we started well. They scored and we equalized. And within the last 5 minutes, in fact, their third goal was one of the most team goal I've ever seen. Their usual tip-tap and Bebeto chesting. Using his chest to beat a player. Yes, you said Bebeto.
No, number 7.
Yes, now Bebeto chesting to make it pass to Cavallo. and that was 3-1. Even Brazil themselves were so overconfident that when we started, they scored the fourth goal.
Ronaldo.
Yes, they scored the fourth goal in the second half.
They were preparing for the final.
They scored the fourth goal in the second half, but it was allowed. They even removed Ronaldo. To rest him for the final.
What an insult.
What? 10 minutes.
Obafemi is back. Obafemi.
Yes, Obafemi. Yeah. My question is, at half time, with your team trailing, what did Coach Bonfrejo say to you guys at halftime?
I remember he calmed everybody down. He told us the game was not over yet, that the game of football lasts for 90 minutes and we should not give up. And I remember he said there is no team that does not have a weakness. That what we just need to do is to keep going. That he's sure at the tail end of the match, they were tired out. And that was precisely what happened.
Wow. So they got tired.
They got tired and then overconfidence.
Okay, overconfidence.
They knew they'd beaten us before.
Yes, they thought they would beat us again. That team, many people say that if that team had gone for the the Nations Cup, that they could have won the Nations Cup. Biodun, are you there? Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, you know the head of state, Sani Abacha, refused to let Nigeria
go to South Africa.
To South Africa as a way of paying back South Africa for condemning Nigeria over the execution of Ken Saro-Wiwa. Are you convinced that if that team had gone for the Nations Cup, it will have retained the trophy that it won in 1994 in Tunisia?
I will say yes, without any reservation. Sincerely speaking, that would have been my only opportunity to represent Nigeria at that level, at the Nations Cup level. And even before, during the preparation, that was before the lineup for the players invited was rolled out. We contacted ourselves because we do call ourselves, but especially we that were in France then, and we were ready and determined to win that cup for Nigeria. Because our level of confidence was so high. We believe we were unbeatable.
Okay. I want to thank you, Abiodun Obafemi, for your contribution. Thank you, Babajide. It's when you look at this, that moment, it started from 1994. That 1994, we won the Nations Cup. Yes. From Nations Cup, we went to the World Cup, and we scored our first goal in the World Cup, Rashidi Yekini that time, and we did, excellently well in that World Cup. So 1996 just came at a time that we had that team. Before the World Cup, that team was rated, I think, number 5 in the world.
Number 5, yes.
After the World Cup.
Before the World Cup, we were doing very well, very well. And we had the best performance by an African team going to the World Cup for the first time. The best performance ever by an African team going to the World Cup for the first time. Yeah. We beat Bulgaria 3-0 in the final, in the first match. That same Bulgarian team got to the semi-final of the World Cup. So that's to tell you how good that team was. And the commentators, they were raving about the Nigerian team. The speed of the front line of the Nigerian team, made up of Finidi George, Rashidi Yekini, and Amuneke. Amuneke on the left. Amuneke, and then Amokachi was the support striker, always making those vertical runs so that you can free some space for Yekini. So it was a very, very strong team. And then we were just growing. We were just growing. By the time of the Olympics, that team had hit its peak. We just had some young boys who are just also coming into the team. It was a fine this
Also joining us for more discussion on this is veteran sport journalist Michel Obi, the master himself. Thank you for joining us.
I'm still very active.
Michel, I greet you.
What can you tell us about that 1996 team?
They call it the dream. That dream is still alive, although how far have we come in matching that? 25 years ago, we had talents who really gave something to cherish. And not only the Olympic gold, a gold which treasure till date, but also giving us that you can only imagine in your dream. We have the players who have, we keep striving. You keep seeing our Olympic team, dream team too, they never get to match that dream. And so, of a quality team all around, keeping position to the attack, midfield, it was a surplus of
talent,
diligence, and till that achievement. Even for Brazil, to win an Olympic gold, that feat, that comeback, memorable, a night or a morning for many. The Brazilians can't ignore it. I think that day.
You have covered so many football matches involving Nigeria national teams, including the under 20 and the under 17 teams. Which one will you rate as the best match in your view that you watched? The best performance by a Nigerian team whose match you are covering?
You know there are different. If you want to look at the best side, you will look at the most effervescent, most attractive offensive team. Look at the dream team of the six in Atlanta. They attack with not only with aggression and something which they call that was get that kind of football from Africa, speed and talent. He couldn't match it. Nothing, and that was the strength of at his best, at his. That was a game. And then you cannot forget the miracle of Daman, a powerful comeback. That was in the youth championship.
Yes.
He's made a mark in the youth department. Where what has transition? That has been the big issue. Challenge over to carry the best of our football group to where it matters and where we make a treasure. So that has been the big. In terms of the national team, I will give the played in Morocco in a Tunisia Cup. That was well and lost. But so that was a game I tried to pass to Taka, to the Cameroonian, and ever since Cameroon. Of course, you know that Cup many times by beating on that, and so yeah, it's a balanced thing. There are many matches today talk about.
We're out of time. Thank you, thank you, Mikel Obi. Thank you for your contribution, and that's memorable 1996 event.
Mikel Obi is one of the people who made me feel like becoming a journalist. I had just finished secondary school when I began to read him in the Guardian.
Yeah,
and he covered the match in which the Nigerian Flying Eagles lost 3-0 to Cameroon under 20 team in Yaoundé. And the first two paragraphs of his match report, I recited it to him. because I had not forgotten. I memorized it since then. You know, he was such a fantastic writer, you know, with the grace of language that is very rare in our world today. So I'm grateful to you for being an inspiration to me.
Master himself, Michel Obi. I remember watching him, Michel Obi and Ejiro Monode in those days for years.
But I was talking about his exploits as a writer, as a sports writer, is what fascinated me.
Very well.
Yes, of course, of course. I hope you can teach me French one day, because I'm a French illiterate.
On a final note, what's the difference between that 1994 team and that Atlanta 96 team in terms of when you want to look at it, as in, how will you rate them?
No, there is no much difference because they are two sides of the same coin. It's a team that evolved from 1990 when Westerhoff became the coach of Nigeria. He started building the team, and the team reached a level of peak in 1994 when they won the Nations Cup and went to the World Cup. And what he did is a replacement system. When one is getting old, you find the best replacement for him. So as the 1994 team was getting out of World Cup, the people like Tijani Babangida, Victor Ikpeba were coming in. And the same team gradually the bulk of that same team
94 narrowly.
The bulk of that team went to what's it called, the World Cup in France in 1998. Remember the first match against Spain, which we won, and remember the way we beat Bulgaria again, and if not for complacency against Denmark.
And I think even inexperience.
So that was it.
They had no business losing to Italy.
To Italy.
That's Bulgaria. They had the likes of Risto Stoichkov.
Yes,
that
and
team at that time.
Balakov
and
Dmitry
Emil
Balakov.
Kostadinov.
Kostadinov and Balakov.
And
this
was highest scorer in Europe that year.
And Yodaleshkov.
Okay, Abiodun Obafemi, on the passing shot with Abiodun Obafemi, have you taken delivery of your own house? The federal government promised 25 years ago that after winning that gold medal in the Olympic.
My brother, we are still waiting. We've not gotten. We are still waiting.
So your prayer will be answered.
We are here to get it.
All right, all right. And we should not forget that wonderful police woman too, Chioma Ajunwa. That same Olympics, she won a gold medal for the first time for the country.
She jumped 7.12 meters, an African record then. An African record then. Yes.
Yes, the long jump.
Yes, 7.12 meters. That record was only broken about 2 or 3 months ago by this same woman, this same lady that won bronze this morning. It's a Brume.
Okay, Obafemi, my producer is saying that are you the only one yet to take possession of your house, or the whole team?
The whole team. The whole team.
Well, I think the whole team. It's the whole team. I don't know if some have gotten their own, but I'm very sure if they get it, I will know. So I think it's the whole team.
25 years after.
They are giving them now.
Well, the federal government of Nigeria, Minister of Sports, Solidarity, everybody, whatever you can do.
It's now that Buhari
25 years after. No. So I want to thank everybody from Abiodun Obafemi. Thank you for your contribution, and Asuko James. Thank you for your contribution.
Michel Obi.
And Michel, the master himself, Michel Obi, and Musba Razak. Thank you for always bringing us down memory lane.